first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up, 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting the loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
93.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Second year in Oakland for Waller after being signed off the Ravens practice squad, but only 6 catches, 75 yards a season ago. Then he got a lot of hype in the offseason following OTAs. Their offensive coordinator saying, Darren, you have that position. Coach Gruden went as far as to say, Darren, you have the chance of a lifetime here. So now it's time for Darren Waller to go out there and prove it. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Flush to his right. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
And Derek Carr just keeps improving. He can be dangerous not just inside the pocket, but as we see here, outside of it as well.
Kid born in California, played his high school ball in Texas, had quarterback written all over it. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Carr gives it off to Washington. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Carr now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Cut. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Hey, pick it up, defense.
On third and long, it's Carr. And Wilson has it. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And a nice gain at 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And the Raiders have got him.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. Third and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They fake the give. Now Mahomes rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the... And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. These two teams all tied after one. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a first and 10.
Yellow, 180. Number 53, Mike 53. I'm coming right. I'm coming for you. Mike 53. 53, Mike.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
23.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes, and he's got it. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Chiefs 14, Raiders 7. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. To throw his Carr. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Mahomes now on first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And some space here. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return, as his guys are back within a single score. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Kelsey, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends. Attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason. And that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field. On first down, Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Cleveland Farrell brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
He was brought down by 3 yards on the play. And it's
Raiders call on a nickel set for third down.
Let's go, D.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Max Crosby in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. On fourth down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep, J.J. Nelson. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Carr on the give. It's Washington. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On 2nd and 9, Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Antonio Brown with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime. And to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the tour bus. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half. The same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
Both defenses back on their heels. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Mahomes now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes firing complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now here's Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And again, it's Mahomes. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be a third and about 13. He is going to find Hill here. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now it's Mahomes again. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On 2nd and 12, Carr into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. They go play action. Now Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
And the Raiders have got him. Cleveland Farrell in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City. A franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
637. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. All you get on the head.
From the 38, Carr. Man open left side is Brown. A gain of 13. It's a first down. For these Raiders and quarterback Derek Carr, the Chiefs, they have been their kryptonite in the AFC West. With Derek Carr as a starter, just 2-8 against KC, 2-6 before Mahomes became the starter. Well, the road not likely to get any easier anytime soon. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
You're mine. 56.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
50, my 50, my 50. Hey, they scared. They scared. Hey, 734. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's go.
Throwing on third and long. Carr, he's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
That's it, baby. We don't work.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range. And
a big loss here as he's taken down. Max Crosby picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's the second sack of the game. But this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. Mahomes looking to throw on third and 2. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
We want it. Come to my work.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Max Crosby able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Escaping the pressure right. A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Mahomes now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hill. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Back now in the East Bay. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the 31, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throw right side, going to be caught by Hardman. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams, his first touchdown of the new season. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones.
Check safety, check safety. Check 9, check 9. Check 13, check.
Right back to Washington, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Carr to throw. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Delta. 50, Mike 50. All right, T, let's turn. All right, T. Mike 50.
The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Throwing on first down, it's Carr. He's going deep for Brown. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now Carr. And he comes back with one complete.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
32-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Chiefs' 32-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Your trip is here.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd and 9, Carr. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Steps away to his left.
You ain't going nowhere.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Now Washington. And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! DeAndre Washington. His 2nd touchdown on the season as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mahomes to throw. Looking for Kelsey on the deep. And that's caught inside the 35. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Mahomes. Finding Hardman here over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This is caught. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you? Because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for Kansas City, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.